Vietnam's Economic Outlook 2025, Expectations and Reality. At the opening session of the 9th meeting of the 15th National Assembly, the government announced the objective. By the year 2025, the size of Vietnam's economy is expected to exceed $500 billion. Per capita GDP is projected to reach over $5,000. This is a significant indicator in the process of restructuring the economy, enhancing productivity, and improving the country's international standing. In the year 2024, the economy recorded a growth rate of 7.09%, higher than the set target, and serving as a direct foundation for building the 2025 growth scenario. Other socioeconomic indicators, such as inflation controlled at 3.78%, budget deficit below 3.8% of GDP, and rice export turnover reaching $5.3 billion, demonstrate the potential to maintain macroeconomic stability at a reasonable level. It is estimated that the size of Vietnam's economy in the year 2024 is around $460 to $470 billion. To exceed $500 billion in the year 2025, nominal growth needs to reach between 6.5 to 8.5%, with a real growth target of approximately 8% and inflation projected to be controlled around 4%. This goal is assessed as feasible if macroeconomic stability and appropriate support policies are maintained. Three growth drivers continue to be identified by the government: public investment, especially in key infrastructure projects such as the North-South Expressway and Long Than International Airport, exports of key products such as rice, electronics, and textiles, and the digital economy, which is expected to contribute 20% of GDP by the year 2025. However, risk factors still exist, notably tariff policies from major economies, especially the United States. The risk of supply chain disruptions due to geopolitical tensions or natural disasters, slower than expected recovery in domestic consumption, and exchange rate fluctuations affecting production and import costs. To cope with these challenges, the government has proposed 11 key tasks and solutions. These include maintaining macroeconomic stability, controlling inflation below 4.5%, promoting public investment disbursement, reforming administrative procedures, expanding export markets, and supporting the development of the digital economy. According to assessments by international organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and Asian Development Bank, Vietnam's economic growth outlook for the year 2025 ranges from 6.1 to 6.6%. Although lower than the government's target, these forecasts still reflect a positive view of recovery and development prospects amid a globally volatile economic context. Setting the target of an economic size exceeding $500 billion and per capita GDP reaching $5,000 by the year 2025 is a strategic step. Despite many uncertainties, positive internal conditions along with flexible policy management provide the basis for expectations of a new growth phase for Vietnam's economy. Thank you for watching, and see you again in our next bulletins.